question. So you think 85% of the men of your family would essay a woman if they were in a forest with her?
No, I don't think any of my brothers or my dad would do that to a woman.
Don't you? Okay, then do you see the cognitive dissonance of saying that you think 85%?
They're good people, though.
Yeah, but do you think that 85%, you realize that that'll at least 15%, right?
And they would be in the 50%.
Yeah, so they're your whole family, of course, is in that 15%. It's just everybody else's family.
I'm just saying my two brothers and my dad. I'm not saying anyone else in my family.
And just to follow up on that, if you were right and 85% of men were that way inclined, why aren't women just being essayed in the street all the time with reckless abandon?
Why don't they just put them in cages? Just like stuff them in there. Like, get in there.
It's just behind closed doors.
Why are you guys able to even walk the streets? If
I can't. That's the point I'm trying to make. I literally cannot. I have to dress like a man to walk around my own town. Otherwise, I get and all the other literally.
What do we mean by fast?
Chased down. I swear.
You don't get chased down in your town for walking down the street.
It just happened. It just happened. I
we
made a
saw
police
you wearing
report.
lingerie by a sewer.
Okay, I was with a man. He kept me safe.
She had clothes on her back.
I was with my ex-boyfriend.
She was hiding down there because they were chasing her, bro.
You guys are.
She had an extra spare.
I won't go into the woods by myself.
Just to clear it up.
Like I won't.
The safety factor was that you were with a
man she trusted.
Yes,
man.
because he it's the only way you can stay safe in the woods against a man is with another man. Like, unfortunately, the only way I am safe in this world is by dressing like a man or being with a man.
But can we go back to the fact that if you just dress like a...
You can't dispute that.
That if you just
or
dress...
dressing like normally, I guess.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't. So I have to dress normal to be safe.
Oh, wait. So if you dress like a prostitute... Wait. Hang on. Back up. So if you dress like a prostitute, men think you're a prostitute?
I look way too nice to... Like, yeah, I may be dressed like a little slut, but I'm not. No one would ever think that I am dressed like a prostitute.
She's a slut and she knows it.
There's a difference between being a slut and liking the way you dress.
Okay.
I just like the way I dress. I'm not a slut, though.
Okay, so there's a couple things here I'm just going to reject. I categorically reject that if you walk down the street in your hometown, that men are chasing you down so that they can essay you.
Because I can pull up the police report.
A man may have done that. Men are not doing that in your hometown.
Okay. Well,
a man, perhaps. Men, not so much.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually impossible, right? That would be like an impossibility.
Every single man. I'm just saying, where I live, it's dangerous to walk around because of the men, especially if you're downtown.
And it's how you dress. Do you think it
shouldn't have to matter? That's why that trend on TikTok.
Hang on, let me finish the question.
I'm so sorry. You're right. I'm getting heated. So
I just want to let me finish the question. Okay, I just want to know if you're walking down the street in your hometown in a nice flower dress. Are men chasing you down to essay you in the street? They're just like rabid. They have pitchforks. I'll get her.
I don't know. I don't really know what their intentions are. They mostly, I think, mainly they just want to like have a moment to talk to me. But it's like still scary.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That they talk to you
because you don't know what.
Well, no, because it'll be like some 40-year-old man, and usually they do think that I'm like doing some sort of services, but it's like.
So they think you're a prostitute?
I don't ever think that it should be.
So hang on, just so I get this right, they think you're a prostitute, so they stop to collect your services.
Yeah, I guess.
And
not
that
all
is
the
the
time.
same.
I just think that's like an example of a reason why they do come towards me specifically. And I do walk around in cute little pretty sundresses where like I like look kind of like a basic pretty little girl,
and they run you down.
And that's just my town, but it's just like not. I don't know. It's not the point.
What is this grape capital of the world called?
I don't know. I'm starting to
Sounds
think.
like you live in like a post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, totally.
By the way, you guys are talking about
come out at night because
the
men
world is and how men are just like.
I didn't. No.
She said that 85% of men.
Nobody said that the world is safe.
Yeah,
I didn't agree.
But from what I see in the world, it seems as though women can walk around completely carelessly, and the only reason that they can do that is because they have the protection of the force around them, and the force around them comes from men. So if 85% of men all had this same objective, then why wouldn't they just be doing it all the time?
Yeah, they just stuff you in
Why
cages.
Are you here?
Which happened in Seattle.
I think they're giving definitely.
Yes, there are some men who do some horrible things, just like there's some women who have sex inside of schools with boys, right? And so the thing is, like, some do bad things, agreed. Some women do bad things. The idea here, though, is that if 85% of men collectively just decided that women were going to be, I don't know, puppets, they would all get together and stuff them in cages. And what the hell could women do about that?
That's what Diddy did.
That doesn't contend with the point.
I'm just saying,
Get what he
like,
says. Like, just contend with the point, though.
but like,
if
genuinely,
we
do you
point.
think like men versus women, like men do more like horrible things?
Nope.
You think it's 50-50 completely?
No, I think women do it more.
You think women do it more? So then why is it like?
Can I give you my rationale for what?
Yeah.
Okay. So, depending on how you categorize SA, okay, I have seen many, many times women at parties walk by and casually smack men in the rear. I've seen them casually walk over and rub their shoulders. I've seen them run their fingers through their hair. I've seen them very casually put their hands all over men.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit. However,
They should.
if a man casually walks by and gives a woman a nice slap on the rear, or let's say goes over to a couch and begins to rub her shoulders, things like that. Oh my God! Oh my God!
I agree.
However, these aren't counted categorically the same.
No, they
So
are.
for women, no, they're definitely not. Men don't report any of this. However, women do report all of this, right? And so the thing is like it's completely the same exact thing, right? It's just that women don't get held to account for it. So
And they
no, I categorically believe that women actually do it more. When I look at what happens in schools, I see that it's usually the female teachers who are the predators of young men.
Yeah.
That's what I see over and over and over and over. And by the way, when it comes to even serial killers, usually women are in the placement of being against the people who can fight back the least, right? And so
like
you see
elderly.
nurse killings, and you see baby killings, and you see little child killings. No, I actually think that women are even more predatory than men, and you can find all this information on my great wife, Rachel Wilson's Substack. I highly suggest everybody goes and checks it out because she did all the research on it.
Yeah, I actually agree in that part. I think that there's a double standard of reported statistics, because I remember this one night, like 2 years ago, I was with my friend at the time. We went out to a college campus to, hang out, party, whatever.
Speak up just a little.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
We went out to the campus and like partied, whatever. And this woman walked up to him and grabbed him by the nuts.
Yep.
And was like, "Hi," and I was like, "No, get back!
Right.
You have no right to touch him like that." Like, I was literally livid.
But they don't.
He didn't know how to respond.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is like he just moves on, right?
Yeah, he
And
did.
so the thing is this happens so frequently
Yeah.
that women just take it for granted. And so what the cope from women is, but we're just not threatening. So it's okay for us to do it. It's not okay for you because you're a threat. And it's like, no. That's bullshit.
Yeah, we're human.
Right? That's bullshit. And women will do all sorts of insane things too, like poke holes in condoms that are used to get pregnant with a guy's kid. They do all kinds of crazy ass fucking shit. And we just kind of pretend that they don't, that they're just born these perfect angels. And that's really far from the truth. So anytime I hear this kind of idea that, well, no, men are predatory, we have all the data on, it's like, yeah, you report it. You know what happens if a man reports that a woman went over and grabbed his dick at a party? The cops go, so? Get the fuck out of here, dummy.
He didn't report it either.
But if he did, how seriously do you think it would have been taken?
Like you said, it's
They wouldn't have given a
unfortunate.
shit. So it's like, yeah, no, I kind of refute, and not only have I given kind of a refutation, but I just reject it. I just don't believe it. I've seen it so much with my own eyes. So when women say, well, what about my experience of men who are, constantly approaching me, who are constantly putting their hands on me? I agree that all happens. I'm not disputing that. I've seen that shit too. I just think that women turn a blind eye to the opposite. That this happens just as much to men, and that you all see it too, but you just don't care. You're just like, whatever. I don't care. But you know what? They wanted it. Right? Oh, the men want it. They love it. They love the female attention. It's like if that standard was ever applied the other way, oh, you wanted it, what would I sound like?
Hail and well met.
Yo.
Low Paladins donated
Thank you, man.
$200.02. I had a
have a couple
waitress
other
start
chats,
rubbing
too.
my shoulders while I was on a date with my girlfriend of 4 years. If a male waiter did the same thing to my girlfriend,
Oh, yeah.
it would have 100% created a violent encounter.
Lowell Paladins would have got up and clouded his face, right? He would have been like, you fucking piece of shit. He would have clouded him out, just out like a light. But what I'm saying with this is like, I'm not saying that women don't get assaulted by men. Clearly that happens. And I'm not saying that men are not untoward towards women and they get drunk and they do shit and things like this, and that women shouldn't be safe. They should. All right? This clearly happens. I've seen it with my own eyes. I'm just saying that it seems to me that when it happens in reverse, nobody gives a
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
For
Yeah.
example,
Sorry.
like my friend, or not my friend, but this person I know online, this girl was trying to like say that whatever, like she got cheated on by this guy, and he got caught cheating, and then she beat the out of him.
Yep.
And then he posted the proof on Twitter, his face like bloody and everything, and all the comments were like, you shouldn't have cheated then.
That's what you get, right?
And like
if that had happened in reverse, what would it have been like though?
Exactly. That's and I was
Yep.
like tweeting, but then I deleted it because like I'm scared of the f***ing people. Like if it was in reverse, everyone would
Just look
be...
at Jake. So me and Jake would be walking down the street, and just mobs of women will just surround him and just grab him, and they'll start rubbing his shoulders, shit. Like, do you think that poor Jake should have to experience walking down the street
Jake getting hit.
and dealing with this every single day? I mean, and who's here to speak up for Jake? Nobody.
Honestly, not me. Just be
It's
less
not
hot.
you.
Just look at the statistics of it.
I think that makes me a victim.
That's right.